the entire week talking. I don't know how you do it. We're going to flip it around because they don't need to see my face.
Yep.
We're going to show them
this
guy right here.
Hi, everyone, and the organizer.
I'm going to paint a picture for you guys, okay? You see all these people standing around. This is the first time that you have not had a crowd around you where you are nonstop talking about your products. And now I'm going to make you nonstop talk about your products.
I hope they can hear me. I don't have much voice left, but yeah. So you want to hear the new releases?
I want to hear the new releases, and then maybe we can answer some questions.
Let's do it. Okay. So let's start on the left-hand side. So this year for the Clean My Pan, the organizer lineup, we released a bunch of version 2 products, upgrades in the formula, also upgrade in the user experience. Sorry, I hadn't had much sleep all week. So we're going to start with the demineralizing shampoo. This is the acidic shampoo in the lineup for your decon kind of washes. This one here, because it's acidic, it's a lower pH. We're talking about contamination that is inorganic. So your minerals, your water spots, your lime scale. You can use it inside a foam cannon or in your bucket for the bucket wash.
How many ounces?
This is a 1-to-10 dilution ratio. So in your foam cannon and in your foam in the wash bucket, it's a 1 to 256. So traditionally you'll use 4 gallons, 1 to 2 ounces of this in your bucket, more than enough.
Does it have a scent? You're always scent.
Well, these are decon, so it's more difficult to have the fragrances shine through, but at least they're not caustic to smell, and it won't make you cough. The next one is the decon shampoo. This is the alkaline, so higher pH. This one here, same thing as the demineralizing. You can put it in your foam cannon or in your wash bucket. And this one you'd use more for your organic contamination, which means your traffic film, your road film, your greases, your oils, those kinds of things. If you want to do a 2-step of decon, I would start with a pre-wash in your foam cannon with a decon, the high pH. And then in your bucket, I would go ahead and use the demineralizing shampoo. So a guy like me who lives in Montreal, Canada, we have harsh winters. They use road salts. This is the one that's going to help to unclog and clear up the minerals from your ceramic coating, because these are all ceramic coating safe. And that helps to unclog and unmask the properties of your coating. If you live in an area like the UK, for example, where it rains a lot, kicks up the oils from the ground, and you get that roll film, well, you're going to use a higher alkaline. But for the majority of the time, just a very good shampoo is what you really need. So here we have the Clean My Pan, the Organizer shampoo, a crowd favorite, not only because of the scent, but also because of its performance. V2, by the way, we're having a logo put here on the top of the label, and also an Easter egg in the logo itself here in the dot. So this is to distinguish V1 bottles from V2. What did we do with the shampoo for V2? V1 was pH neutral. For version 2, we upped the alkalinity just a little bit, the pH, to make sure that we get even more cleaning power. The goal with this was even more lubrication. We kept that same consistency, meaning it's easy to dilute in your foam cannon or in your wash bucket. But the main feature now for V2 is double the concentration. So version 1 was a 1 to 256 dilution ratio in your wash bucket. This one here is a 1 to 500. So in your wash bucket, just 1 ounce, and in your foam cannon, just 1 ounce. And you're getting more cleaning power, more lubricity. It's just an amazing experience.
What does the pH level, what is it at now?
Of this one, the SDS wasn't released yet for V2, so I cannot disclose that until they do the official pH meter.
What is that scent?
Sorry?
What's that scent?
This is the most popular fragrance in all the line. So this is a fresh, citrusy type scent.
I love that.
It's pretty good, eh? I'll make you smell the rinseless wash, because this is the other crowd favorite. Quick sneak peek for those who don't know. It's pretty good, eh? We're working with BioBombs to make a collaboration for a BioFresh bar of the shampoo scent, because this is the crowd favorite. So we've been working on it for about a year. So we're in the final stages, but hopefully we're going to get it done soon.
What is the rinseless wash scent? Because when
this
my
is a
nose doesn't
tropical mango flavor.
It drives me nuts when they don't like tell you what the scent is, and I'm like, oh my god, it's good. I just don't know what it is.
I made a video actually explaining all the scents, because these are made with perfumers. So these are food grade scents and dyes. So this is more on the high-end plush luxury experience type thing. So I give the full description because it's like a perfume, right? Notes of sun-ripened tomatoes and apples in an orchard, and it's so complicated. But I like to say light and citrusy and fruity for the majority of the lineup. And this one here is more of that mango tropical.
So can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Your rinseless wash.
Yes.
Yours is unique in that it's like a milky
Yep, it's a hybrid.
Yep. Is there a reason why you made it that way versus a clear solution? Because I've noticed when you put it on the panel, if you miss a spot, it'll actually dry a little bit, like that creamy milkiness is left behind, and it's almost like a tell where you've missed? Was that the intent behind it,
No.
or is that just a great feature that is added on?
It's the formulation. When you have a hybrid, you have a mix of surfactants and polymers. So the polymers in there give it that kind of milky appearance. So it's part of the chemistry. And why we went both ways, because some are only polymers, some are only surfactant based. I wanted both because I want the best of both worlds. More and more, if you see the trends of where the rinseless washes are going, we do hybrids because you want the cleaning power of the surfactant, but you also want that silky dry off and kind of silky smooth of the polymers. Encapsulate the protection, encapsulate the dirt, drop it down into the bucket, so that's where you get the milky appearance. So this is a hybrid rinseless wash. Of course, the traditional 1 to 256 dilution ratio, half an ounce for every gallon of water. You can use it for the exterior, but also as an interior cleaner. So that you dunk your microfiber towel in the bucket and you can clean your glass, any piano black surfaces, your plastics, infotainment displays, you name it. Next, we move to the iron remover, a recent addition. This one here still smells like rotten eggs because we can't do anything much about the thioglycolic acid, the TGA, which is the active ingredient, but at least we used a more premium raw material. So this is a lower odor version, but it was made to be quick to react. So instead of waiting 1 to 2 minutes before you get the color change, you spray on the surface. In a few seconds, you should start to see that reaction happen. Also, what was important for me, solvent free on this one, and also high lubrication. Why such high lubrication? Because we can pair it with the Clean by Pan synthetic perforated decontamination towel, which has 0 abrasives in it, so it won't mar the surface. But if you pair it with this, you can do 2 steps in one. Chemical decon, mechanical decontamination in one. So you're saving time, you're more efficient, and I just like to be more efficient.
Now you said that it's a quick reaction.
Yes.
Is it a little bit slower in the wintertime?
No. Regardless. Of course, never work in freezing conditions. It still needs to be, I would detail no lower than 10 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius, unless you know what you're doing if you're a mobile detailer or a professional, but stay above those temps ideally. You always want to be when you're detailing 68, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So room temp, 20, 22 degrees Celsius. That's for the best results because these products are chemicals. So when you're storing them, like anything else, the closer you are to room temperature, the better and longer they're going to last. Next in the lineup, we have the water spot remover. So this is an acidic-based product. For version 2, we wanted more cleaning power and more lubricity. You're going to see a theme here, always improving the user experience. So why do you have a water spot remover pan when you already have the demineralizing shampoo? There's different steps to water spot removal. You want to always start with a less aggressive method with anything in detailing. So the softest and most gentle, you're going to start by using the acidic shampoo. And if that removes the water spots, that's it. You're good to go to the next step. If that is not enough to remove the water spots, at least you know you neutralize the minerals, but at that point you want to take care of the staining. This is where you'd bump up the aggression level to a dedicated water spot remover. You can use this on paint, you can use this on glass, and this is a fantastic product. If after this you still see staining, then you know that the water spots have been left unattended for too long. Typically it's because it's in the baking sunlight on a hot panel, and those minerals, they started etching to the clear coat, so you're gonna have to move to machine polishing steps, or in the worst case scenarios, water sanding and perhaps a full panel respray. Next, we move on to the classics, world-renowned, my crown jewels, as I call them, the ceramic coatings.
Which they are fantastic.
Yes, Chelsea have tried them on her channel. So the 8-year and the 3-year. So the ethos of these guys, first of all, I'm a ceramic coating guy myself. I wanted a 1-layer system, so I'm done with the days of 2, 3, 4+ layers. So simple to apply, very easy to level and to buff off with your secondary towel. It's a 1-hour curing only. When you're done, 1 hour, you can drive off in the elements, even if it's raining, no problem. No toppers are needed with these guys. So can you apply a quick detailer or ceramic spray sealant a few months down the line if you want to boost the gloss or slickness? That's fine, but it's not needed. Just your regular washing with your neutral shampoo or a decon shampoo if you want, and maintenance for decontamination. That's pretty much it. So these ceramic coatings are super stout, pH 1 to 14 resistance, so the entire chemical range. The hydrophobics are insane, as Chelsea has seen herself. This is a no-joke type coating. And of course, you're getting insane gloss, insane slickness. I want to give a shout out because I always support fellow content creators. So if you guys know Dimitri's Garage, follow his channel on YouTube. Shout out to Dimitri. He likes to do objective testing, so he's very thorough. He will use scrub test machines to see durability, mimicking when you're scrubbing your wash pad or wash mitt to wash your car, see the cycles and how long it can be durable on paint. Gloss meter to measure gloss levels. He'll use things like a microscope to measure the water contact angle for the hydrophobics, so on and so forth. And so he's tested at this point over 30+ professional grade ceramic coatings, And the Clean by Pan coatings to this day are still in first place, have not been dethroned. So we're very happy because this for me took a long time to develop, but we're proud of the end formula. So
I can attest. I have the 3-year on my Subaru Outback.
Yep.
1 year, no toppers.
Okay.
It looks like day one.
Love.
And I mean, I'm not babying it.
Yeah, no. I did the same. I have an update on my channel. I had on my girlfriend's vehicle. It's kept outside in the elements all day. She does a lot of mileage in a year. Little to no maintenance. I'm the only one taking care of it, and I wash it maybe once or twice every other month. No special toppers necessarily. And after a full year, even through a crazy Canadian winter, it was like day one. So no, their performance is definitely there. And the Magic Chelsea is this one here. We just unveiled this at Sema yesterday. This is the ceramic spray coating. So what we did with this and why people are saying this is going to break the internet is because these ceramic coatings, this technology and the resin, we were able to infuse it inside a sprayable form. So you get the sprayer in there, 3 sprayers in the box, 1 3-ounce bottle or 90 milliliters can coat 3 to 6 cars. You can coat all the exterior surfaces just like the ceramic coatings. So your wheels, your glass, your paint, your plastic trim, headlights, taillights, metal exhaust tips, your PPF, your vinyl wrap, even matte surfaces. So these guys in this, you can coat all those surfaces. Only 1 layer required. You can do 3 to 6 average size cars with one of these. And it's just you're getting that same performance. So the gloss, the slickness, the hydrophobics, coating like in a sprayable form. You're going to take your microfiber towel or your microfiber applicator. You're going to spray into the towel or onto the applicator on the surface. Cross hatch, up and down, left and right. You're going to let it sit for 1 minute. Take your 2 towel method. First towel to level the coating. Second towel to buff off. That's it. Good to go. Drive off in the elements. Only 1 hour of curing. The cool thing about this too is that you don't necessarily need to do all the prep work as true coatings, right? True coatings, you want to make sure you decon, you want to make sure you polish, panel prep, and then apply. With this guy, it was meant to be ease of application. So you can technically just wash your car, use a panel prep spray, apply this, you're good to go, enjoy. Of course, if you make proper paint prep, it's going to be even better. But note that this has so much more of the adhesion promoters compared to the coatings that it'll stick to everything. So it's going to be a lower price point compared to the 3-year coating even in the system. This is not available yet, so we're not releasing the pricing yet. But before the year's end, it should be on thehouseofrags.com, cleanbypan.com, and Amazon as well. And the rest of the V2 lineup also is coming before year's end. So this, I think, is going to be an absolute banger.
I cannot wait. I think for me, I get a lot of customers that we get into wintertime.
Yep.
They want something more durable.
Yep.
But they don't want to pay for paint enhancement. They don't want to pay like maybe
$50
extra.
job.
They could understand.
Yeah.
So price wise, if we're around like what I'm thinking it might be around,
yes,
it's going to be a no-brainer.
So profitable.
You're going to make so much money with that bottle.
Just 3 to 6 cars out of 1 bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to get this performance. So it's not only the price for professionals, but you're giving them the results that are going to be coating like. So yeah, that's going to be a mind-blowing.
For a detailer, that's a moneymaker.
Yep. And for DIYers, you're getting coating like performance. If you're still too stressed to do all that prep work for a bottled coating, know that you're getting a lot of that performance in a sprayable form. Hard to beat. Next, we're moving to the spray polish. So another crowd favorite. Why? Because I wanted to remove all the guesswork from machine polishing or paint correction. We know that you see us on YouTube, we're going to have 15 polishes, 32 different compounds. We're going to have 50 pads in our collection. And it's mind-boggling to try and figure out which pad combination and liquid polish that you're going to use for the defect level that you have. So in my line, I wanted something that will do 95% of the work out there, but remove the guesswork and the stress. So one spray polish, if you're pairing it with my wool cutting pad in the Clean by Pan lineup, you can use this for your compound step. If you're using that spray polish with the blue foam polishing pad, you can use this for your polishing step. If you only have some light defects, you want to remove a previous protection, as a 1-step, this is fantastic. And if you have more deeper defects, you can use a 2-step process. So the wool cutting pad first, and then the polish second, but with that same spray polish. No fillers, no silicones, body shop safe, no dusting, quick to cut, great to finish, and it even smells great for a polish.
Now, would you recommend that for, let's say, black GM paint?
Any paint. Any paint, as long as, of course, if there's defects below 1,000 grit and you're at 400, 800 grit, then you're going to need some heavier cut compounds. That's why I say 95% of the work is pretty much out there. You're going to be able to tackle all the job with 2 pads and 1 spray polish. It's more than enough. By the way, the pads, we did these in collaboration with Buff and Shine, so you know they're super high quality.
Real quick, question from Mary.
Yep.
Wonder if Pan will be at MTE.
No.
Okay.
No, I got too much on this.
So you guys got to watch him here. you want to see him live in action,
that's it. This is your
keep
last
watching
chance.
this.
It's open to the public on Friday, Sema.
Yeah.
So we're going to see probably a lot of people. Next up, panel prep spray. Once you're done polishing, it's very important to remove polishing oils and residues. So with the panel prep spray, what we did with version 2 coming up is we changed the solvent and co-solvent package because we have isopropyl alcohol in there, so IPA. But IPA alone isn't enough to fully pull out all the oils and the residues. So we also added solvent, co-solvent package. So this one, more powerful in performance. We also made sure to have more lubricity. So less chances of marring when you're using your towel to apply this on the surface. So great prep before, and you can even use this as a glass cleaner, by the way. Fantastic. Next one in the lineup, we have what I call the first stage in our paint protection lineup. This is the quick detailer for the exterior. So 4 stages. Why? This is stage number 1 because it'll give you 3 to 4 weeks of durability. This is a quick detailer meant for regular use, daily, bi-weekly, however you want. The next step up, the level 2, we'll get to that in a few seconds, is going to be the crowd favorite, the highest seller in the sprays, the ceramic spray sealant. This is your 2 to 6 months protection, so more stout layer of protection and 3 application methods. I'll get to that. Then the level 3 is this new 1-year spray coating. And of course, the level 4 is the multi-year ceramic coatings, the 3 and the 8-year. So to get back to the quick detailer for V2, we increase the gloss, increase the slickness. You're still getting anti-static properties. You're still getting UV protection. You can apply this on a matte surface as well. Absolutely no problem. And it's just a breeze to use. We also made sure to keep that blue Jolly Rancher scent that was so popular. All the scents that people loved, we're keeping for version 2 as well. So we just upgraded the formulas and the user experience. So after, if you want something more durable in the spray lineup, you have this ceramic spray sealant. Very high chemical resistance. You're getting 2 to 6 months protection. For V2, we made sure to increase the gloss, increase the slickness, also less chances of having any of streaking. No more streaking. You can use as much as you want, and 3 application methods. So if you want the best durability, you're going to apply it on a dry surface. If you want an application for speed and efficiency, you can apply it on wet in one of 2 ways. First way as a drying aid with your microfiber drying towel in the clean lineup, or as a spray-on rinse-off sealant. So you wash your car, you're done rinsing it off. While it's still wet, you would spray this with panel per panel. So 1 or 2 sprays per panel, take your pressure washer or a strong stream of water, rinse from bottom to top, spread the product, then top to bottom for the final rinse. Boom, you're done, you're protected. So you get hydrophobic properties, the gloss, the slickness. In a matter of minutes, you go around your vehicle, all the exterior surfaces, including the wheels. That's what I love. If you have no protection on your wheels, or if you have a wheel coating and you don't want to do another wheels off detail, when you're done cleaning your wheels and you rinse them off while they're still wet, you're going to spray a few sprays on the wheel faces. You go in the inner barrels, a few sprays in your inner barrels, rinse with your pressure washer, and you just added hydrophobic protection for many months. Makes the wheel cleaning a lot easier.
Can I interject?
Yes.
So we have the Battle of the Brands videos that Jelena, Christy, myself are doing.
Yeah, those are.
Jelena repped your spray sealant.
By pan, yep.
I almost voted for you after what I saw. I mean, I was repping my own stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But when she showed 6 months still on her vehicle after spray and rinse.
Oh, even after spray and rinse.
It wasn't even dry.
Yep.
I was like, okay.
That's good.
Because most spray and rinse, you may be getting 2-3 months.
Or 1 to 3, yeah.
Yeah. So that was very impressive for me. I like quick and easy. So that kind of, I've actually been using this more as a spray and rinse only, just because it's so, obviously you're going to let the product go further when you apply it dry. You're using more to do spray and rinse.
Exactly, because you're not diluting it on the surface.
But I don't feel like you're getting a lesser protection.
Okay, that's
might
good.
have to use more products when you do the spray and rinse.
So you're saving on the product. Very good. By the way, you can use this on engine bay details as well. You're done spraying, rinsing, and you're done cleaning. You want to add some quick protection. You're spraying, you're rinsing off. You blow with your blow dryer. That's going to be a lot easier to remove all the water because you get hydrophobic properties.
It won't affect the belts?
No, absolutely. Well, the belts. Be careful of the stuff that's more sensitive or exposed, like with any chemical, but in theory, no.
Okay.
Next up, we have, by the way, these 2 sprays, UV protection and anti-static properties. So you're helping to cut down on the amount of dust that's on the vehicle. We have here the interior quick detailer. So as the name states, this is for the interior. It does both cleaning and protecting. This is more of a maintenance product, so it's not made for long-term durability. You're maintaining the surfaces. So once every month, approximately, that's the durability. Cool thing about this, we kept the sweet melon scent that it comes with, just a light fragrance.
That's what it is. I couldn't figure it out.
It's complex. Did you like the scent though?
I do.
Okay.
It's fruity, a little floral.
Exactly.
It was fresh.
Good. I always like
but
to
it wasn't
have tea bags.
overpowering. Like
Never.
some fruity inside a cabin can give me a headache.
Exactly.
And that, I'm not going to say it lingers long.
Yep.
But it was very refreshing to work with.
Great to hear. So this one does both cleaning and protecting. So we changed for version 2 the surfactant package that's in there to give you a bit of light foaming action. So if you're using a soft detailing brush, you're going to get that gentle foaming action. Or if you spray it with my preferred method on a microfiber towel, when you're rubbing your towel on the surface, you're going to see just that light foam layer. It allows you to visually see. That was the comment that they wanted. It was a great product, V1.
Yeah, I didn't
notice necessarily see. So now you'll be able to see what you're applying on. And the cool thing is, you still get that easy wipe off and no greasy, slick residue left behind. You get that OEM crisp factory appearance. And multi-surface, so leather, vinyl, your plastics, your glass, your infotainment display, piano black trim, your carpets, your upholstery, you name it, you can do it with one product. It's ready to use in the bottle, or for V2, we'll have instructions where you can dilute it for professionals out there to be more even economical. Depending on which scenario you're using in, you'll be able to dilute this. So version 2 coming soon, like all the others, before year's end. And last but not least, in the chemical line, we have the tire dressing. What's different with V2? Let me go back to V1. V1 was solvent-based because I wanted durability. 3 to 4 weeks, so very high durability instead of lasting a few days like many tire dressings. It had hydrophobic, so great water beating to reject and repel the water, the dust, the dirt, make tire cleaning a lot easier, and it could even help to combat a few rounds of a tire cleaner, so it had good chemical resistance. This had the version 1 had kind of a satin to glossy appearance and no slinging on the surface. Now, what viewers requested, can we have Pan a water-based dressing? The answer is I don't want water-based because usually it's only about a week of durability or 1 to 2 rainfalls, unless we can pull a miracle and have even more durability. I asked the chemists, is it possible? Of course, they laughed it off. No. I said, listen, let's think outside the box. I'm sure there's some things you can do. There's probably raw materials out there. Please do some work. They pulled a miracle. So water-based for version 2, but you're still getting 3 to 4 weeks durability, just like the solvent-based.
This one here, mine. Okay.
That's now yours?
That,
okay, I have,
no,
see,
I'm
I have another, I'm ready with, no, but I'm ready with a backup.
I wanted your tire dressing to be water-based.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of solvent. I don't like, if I don't want to scrub it off.
Okay.
I love that now.
You'll be happy. So water-based, and you're not sacrificing on the durability.
Is it going to be easy to clean?
Oh, super.
Because I mean, I have some customers that they use solvent-based tire dressings, and they bring it to me, and I do tire cleaner, and I'm like,
yes, you have to do multiple rounds.
Well, either that, or I'm like, I'm just using your dressing.
Yeah, no,
because there's nothing that I can do to remove that.
No, this is super easy, and on this one, you're getting more of a satin to matte sheen. So it's more on the satin side compared to the solvent, which was more glossy. But if you want more gloss, 2 layers, wait 10 minutes, drive off any elements, you're good to go. Also, this one you can use as a sprayable if you want to put trigger sprayer on it. I have the pop-up cap because I like the foam applicator, but note that you can use it in spray form, and you can use it as a trim protectant for your exterior plastic trim or your inner fender wells if they're in plastic, because it has UV protection as well in there. So just an overall, I think it's going to be another banger, but it's thanks to the feedback from the audience, which I listen to and I absolutely love. They've been great, but it allows me to come up with V2s and give more of what the people want, what the culture wants. And we have, of course, we talked about the pads. We have microfibers. I'm ashamed of myself because as an owner of Clean by Pan, I don't even have all my towels in the lineup now because they're sold out. So I didn't even have some for the show. But I did a collaboration with the House of Rags. They were able to source one of the best factories in South Korea that produce microfibers straight to the source. So this is my drying towel, 35 by 27. On one side, you get the twisted loop, and on the other side, for those who prefer that, you get the micro twisted loop. So this will not snag on emblems, so you get to decide which side you prefer. These are 100% South Korean made.
Absorb
there you go. Yes.
The ink, because some of these,
this will not scratch paint. It's part of the fibers
and
there.
some that I've used, like,
and they do that. Yeah,
I don't
ones.
like it.
Exactly.
So that
this is part of the fibers.
You can actually see it's not.
No, it's soft.
Stamped on.
Exactly. If you curl it up, you see the fibers through it.
Yeah.
So this can use a laser burning technology. No scratching. And this was just, I think, a cool way to highlight the brand. But 35 by 27, 100% South Korean made. And also in the package, they come pre-washed, ready to go. I still wash my towels before first use because I like good practices, but know that they're ready to go. They're hand inspected, hand packed, and just the quality. We have different towels, wash mitts. You can check that out. thehouseofrags.com. cleanbypan.com, or even Amazon for the entire line. So I don't know if there's any questions or comments.
Honestly,
I try to be
everyone's
as
just
thorough
saying
as I
they're
can.
excited to
Are
try
they? Yeah.
everything out.
Hopefully, I didn't make anybody sleep out there.
No, and
snooze
hopefully
fest.
you guys have good Wi-Fi because it's been a struggle here.
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah, it's tough. So many
people here. So hopefully we've had no connectivity issues.
How many people were on the?
We had ranging from 30 to 40.
Oh, pretty good.
So
for a random live, good.
I know I didn't.
Thanks
plan
for everyone
it.
for taking the time out of your day to be there.
Yeah. Well, all right. So
are we finishing this together?
If we want to try your products,
yep.
Where do we go?
thehouseofrags.com. Okay. Online, Amazon.com, or cleanbypan.com. There's a bunch of others, but if I start naming them from all the countries, we're in many countries.
Well, I honestly think they're going to do really well. I'm excited to try out V2s. I think you've made some big improvements, but that spray coating.
Oh yeah, that's going to break the internet.
Can't wait.
I'm excited.
We're going to put it up through the rigors. All right, guys. E2D10 will save you 10% over at the House of Rags. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Head on over to Pans and show him some support.
No, show this woman some support. I'm so
just
proud
in case you haven't heard of this guy.
We met in 2023 in person, right? Remember in Chicago?
Yep.
And I was so proud of her. And now she's here in the industry. She's with us at the House of Rags. Great person. Subscribe to her channel if you haven't yet. It's free to do, guys. Take a second. Under your screen, click that subscribe button. Click the thumbs up button as well. This helps the algorithm understand that you enjoyed what you're watching, and she can do more of what you guys like. And thanks for being there. Thanks for watching. In the meantime, don't forget, let's do it together. Keep it tight, keep it clean, and we'll see you on the next one.
See, I always say we'll see you in the next detail. So I copied him a little bit.
All right, guys.
See ya.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.